Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today. Because, guys, it's as good as money, sir. Trust me, it's good. We have a lot to cover. I'm in Las Vegas right now. And had a meeting in regards to some streaming stuff we're working on. And I want to show you guys how this town, which is a complete mess right now, is progressing for the Grand Prix. And I'm going to walk out from the Paris Hotel to the Strip and show you guys all of this. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold. I'll talk about them a little later. But that's the Las Vegas Strip. Look at the temporary grandstands that they have set up all over the place. And first things first, I want to talk to you guys about something that's absolutely insane. With the FTX trial, the defense, Sam Bankman-Fried's defense attorneys are starting to put forth jury instructions for the jury because the case is progressing along. One of their jury instructions that they wanted to submit, I want you to think about this, was that just because the money was taken out of the account and they showed a balance in the account, okay, doesn't mean these people didn't have access to it. Now I want you to think about this, okay? This company was a complete sham. This company took money out of Alameda, its sister company, brother company, whatever, to hide its crypto losses. And so what it did was borrowed from you and me and people that had money there. I didn't have any money there, but you know what I mean? Those people that had their money in those accounts were fleeced. And it was, you know, used to pay people off during that time. Now, think about this. The prosecution, they came up with the most brilliant argument, which is fantastic. They used the example of the movie Dumb and Dumber. Remember, Jim Carrey and, God, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now. But the two characters, Lloyd Christmas and Harry Dunn, were the two idiots in the movie. And remember, they find a suitcase full of money, so they're going to return it. They drive across country to return it. The only problem was the money was used for ransom, okay? So by the time they get it to the people that they're supposed to give it to, Jeff Daniels, by the way, okay? By the time they give it to the people that they're supposed to turn it over to, that owns the suitcase, it was filled with IOUs. It was filled with paper. And they open it and they go, what the hell is this? So that's as good as money. That's an IOU. Look, this one, don't lose that one. That one's for $1,000. You know, so it was completely preposterous. Sam Bankman-Fried, his attorney, is using that argument. Just because you don't have access to the money doesn't mean it's not there. I want you to think about this. You have a ledger that shows money in an account, okay? Think about this. You have $100,000 in your account. Well, it doesn't mean it's not there. Just because you can't withdraw it, it's there. We just happen to use it for something else. The insanity of that, okay, is absolute lunacy, okay? So, you know, again, it makes no sense, zero credibility, and this guy faces 7 major felony counts. But think about this. I want to, before I go out to the music and walk out to the street, think about this right now. This guy bought a $35 million house with people's funds. He donated to politically, you know, to his, political party of choice that he wanted to see get elected, okay? And spent, what, $40 million on it? You guys can correct me on that. And you guys have said, you don't want to talk about that. No, it's ridiculous, okay? This guy fleeced and squandered this money. And again, I'll tell you a great story. I know someone that I work with that's a brilliant businessman that had his money in FTX, and he hired a firm to go through all his crypto holdings to see what was safe and what wasn't safe, and they had a terrible feeling out of FTX, and he pulled his money out of FTX 1 month before the place went out of business. So trust me, what they did was they paid him off, but they stole somebody else's money to give my guy his money. Does that make sense? Because the money wasn't there, okay? They didn't have an actual crypto fund. So Share your thoughts on this. I'm going to show you more of what's going on with Vegas and with the Formula One race. But share your thoughts on this. And isn't this funny? Because this guy should go to jail forever. Okay? Let me know what you think. Now as you walk out to Las Vegas Boulevard, look at the grandstands that they built. Those are all temporary. And look at how backed up the traffic is and the crowd. It's awful. Just a complete disaster with all this construction. Now when you look across the street, look at the temporary structures that they built. These are basically corporate suites to watch the race with seats in front of them, like premium seats at a ball game. Unbelievable. So, I'm right in front of the Bellagio. The fountains are blocked. You can't see it. There's a ton of people out here. Traffic is absolute chaos out here. But look at this, guys. Look at these places. All these corporate places, all these meeting rooms, all these party rooms. This is going to be right where, people can watch the race. Now here's the wild thing about this. People think, oh Dan, I'm going to stand right where you're at and I'm going to watch this race. No, they're going to erect a 10-foot fence here. You're not going to be able to stand here at all and see anything, okay? So this is going to be insane. This town, as far as the traffic, is completely screwed up. It is the worst I've ever seen it ever. And they built, think about this, they built temporary bridges that you can drive on that go over things. They built temporary bridges to walk around places. It's unbelievable. But to see the expense that they're going to for the Formula One, it is unbelievable, guys. It's absolutely unbelievable. Let me show you more too. I love stories like this. It looks like the auto companies overestimated the demand for EV cars. Okay? I'm out in front of the horseshoe, trying not to get ran over. Really? Okay. Well, why is that? Just a few months ago, Ford had doubled production on its F-150 Lightning, but this last week, the end of the week, they just dropped one production run and one shift. So they're cutting back. GM has problems with it. GM doesn't know if it's going to survive. GM has cut, we talked about this earlier in the week, about how GM cut production for its EV cars. Okay, well, why, Dan? Why is that? Okay, because number one, they're too expensive, and they overestimated that everybody would want this stuff. People I talk to now are furious right now that they bought these things, that they spend all this money, that their time is wasted sitting there charging, trying to find time to go charge. You know what? You need to spend the time trying to make some do-re-mi right now. And people are out trying to figure out, hey, where do I got an extra 40 minutes to charge the car? Okay? Like some junkie looking for their next high. It's kind of bad to compare to that. But anyways, the other thing that's funny is, it's not funny, but it's just the sign of the times. Tesla had its worst week ever, and the stock is down 15%, a whopping 15%. That's the Cromwell Hotel. We're going to go back to Koval, because I got to show you guys what they're building on Koval. And there's a smaller casino back here that I got invited to. Somebody, hey, come by here, take a look at this place, and have dinner with us, okay? But the roads were closed, so just complete chaos in the city. So, needless to say, Tesla's off. Why? Think about this. They kept lowering the price of that car to get through this time, and it didn't help, okay? You can make things free if nobody's going to buy it, or if you're losing money, there's a problem, okay? So, Goldman Sachs just lowers its expectations on the real estate industry. Well, that's kind of different. Remember, it was going to go up exponentially. We're going to see 6% growth in real estate. No, we're not. We're not going to see anything like that. In fact, they're saying that housing prices are going to drop 4%. Okay, we've already seen that in some areas. Now, please understand this. You have areas in real estate that have not dropped yet. I get it. The idiots across the street from my house, somebody just paid $45,000 above asking price for a house, okay? Good luck, man, good luck. You gotta get in, gotta get in. You're going to see interest rates well above 8%. You haven't seen anything yet, nothing yet right now. Now, this is crazy, okay? As I walk down the street, they built a temporary bridge because the race track is gonna go underneath it, okay? They've built a stadium, they've built everything. I was out here a month ago and I'm thinking they're never gonna get this done. I feel a little better right now. Remember I took the video of the sphere, and man, this is crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. This town is completely upside down. I spoke to different people selling tickets, and they said, listen, the price has dropped dramatically. Like for players, like people that have like play slots and play gambling and sports betting and things like that, the requirements to get free stuff for the race has dropped substantially. The price of hotel rooms around the entire city has dropped substantially. But when you see, you know, all those different bleachers and everything that they're building, man, oh man, it's insane. It is unbelievable the expense that they've gone to already for this. So share your thoughts on this. You know, I'm at a street, you know, I'm behind the Link. The Link Hotel is right there. The Sphere is here. I'm going to show it to you during the day. And so I'm on Flamingo right now, guys, okay? But there's the Sphere during the day. Where is the Sphere during the day? There it is, back there, okay? So still you got jellyfish swimming, you got all that stuff. It's pretty amazing. But I want to show you guys what they did. And I don't know how far I can go this way. I may have to walk around. But I want to show you all the construction that they're doing because it's unbelievable, okay? Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. I don't have to remind you the instability that the world is experiencing right now. But we saw gold at one point hit $2,000 this week for a brief moment. Experts say it can only go higher. A lot of people are talking about $3,500 an ounce gold. You need to look at this for your retirement. Contact Patriot Gold today, use the link below, or call them at 888-330-1431 before it's too late. Find out how you can get a no fee for life IRA or 401k that's backed by physical metals. Patriot Gold Group has been the #1 rated gold company for 7 years in a row with Consumer Affairs. Their customer service is amazing. The company's fantastic. They sell all types of metals: palladium, platinum, silver, and gold. Contact them today. Call them before it's too late, 888-330-1431. It's no obligation, just go get a free investor guide. Do it now before it's too late, guys. Let them know that Dan from iAllegedly sent you. Now I'm in front of the Westin Hotel on Flamingo. Look at this. They are building a temporary bridge for traffic that goes over the racetrack. So think about this. What does that cost, guys? Look at that. Look at that. So absolutely insane. Okay? Just unbelievable, guys. Couple things with the economy that's crazy. By the way, this is that bridge. We're going to walk by it. They're building a temporary traffic bridge. Isn't that crazy? What would that cost? So for a race, guys, this is the backside of one of the viewing places, okay? And again, we were here a month ago. It looks totally different, and they are working 24 hours a day on these things right now. Now, the budget deficit for the government, think about this. They thought it was going to be $2 trillion. We have great news. It was only $1.7 trillion, but it was up 23% from last year. Okay? Now, Janet Yellen, you must be hitting the cooking, Sherry. You know, our economy is resilient. Everything is great. Everything is fantastic. Okay. 10-year Treasury bonds hit the highest level in almost 17 years at over 5%. You're going to see the affordability of houses be non-existent soon, because you're going to see, I've had people say, look out for 10 or 11% mortgage rates. That's going to be crazy. I'm sorry for the noise, guys, that we're experiencing here, but look at this. Race is going to come through here, and this is over the race. That's traffic, so that traffic down Flamingo can keep going. But they're building a temporary, that's a bridge to go over that. So I wanted you guys to see this, okay? For those of you that know where I'm at, this is Ellis Island. That's that, you know, kind of a boutique hotel brewery that's kind of there. It's kind of a cool place to eat. And but these are some of the viewing stations. Look at this, okay? I'll get a better shot of this. But corporate, spots where people can buy a spot to watch the race, because they're going to be ripping down this straight, okay? So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys. But this street is completely closed right now. They've got cops out here. And isn't that wild, though, to see this? Okay? This is Koval. Closed, guys. Closed. I could lay down on Koval if I wanted to. But look at that. Isn't that wild, guys? Okay? So let me get you a better shot of this thing. Isn't that wild? So 3-story viewing of the race. And they've got all, the cops are watching everything. Isn't that wild, though? But again, we saw this was skeleton a month ago. And they got all the, I'll tell you how fast they're working. Yesterday, we were here, and we were like, oh my gosh, look at how much they got done. They got the entire railing done on the first floor today. In basically 15 hours, they did that around the whole area. So, pretty cool. But is anybody going to come see this race? Are you guys going to come see the Formula One race? And again, here's one of the temporary bridges they're building right there. Isn't that wild? Absolutely wild. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff so far. Just wanted to do a quick video today to show you guys this. But this is Koval, and it's closed, okay? U-turn, and I spoke with people that worked at Ellis Island. They said it's awful. This is the worst thing ever to this city, because you show up, you want to go to work. No, you're not going to work. You're going to be here, an hour late. You can't drive in because the road's closed, okay? So think about this. Look at the temporary structures that they're building here. Isn't this wild? It's a city for one race. One race. Now, talking to the workers, they explained this to me. They didn't want to go on camera, but this is some of the corporate suites. Basically, mini hotel rooms. You're going to have restrooms there. You're going to have food. You're going to have everything, but you're going to have 3 levels to be able to watch the race over this long straightaway. Man, oh man, am I happy to be off the beaten path and the strip. But I'm going to end this video with these last few stories for you. Stephen out of the UK, I always love everything you send me. And here's a great story about how shoplifting in the UK is up 25%. Theft from retail stores. For large items, small items, people are just broke and they're stealing and they're not getting prosecuted for it. Huh, what do you know? Billionaires in Florida are driving up the average price of a beach house. Think about this, $14 million. Talking about overpaying for something. Imagine you could overpay $14 million. The idiot that paid 45 grand more for the house, okay? You get $1 billion, The movie Dumb Money was great because it just showed how pretentious these people are and how they're smarter than all of us. But you're going to pay $14 million more for, beachfront property in Florida because you can, okay? Enjoy. Enjoy. Anheuser-Busch, wow, they're doing great. They just got caught offering $150 million in incentives to have people unload Bud Light because no one wants it now. Okay, pass. You can't give it away at stadiums. Okay, you know, it's completely ridiculous. So, final thing, the actor Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is a pretty brilliant businessman. There's a great article below about his investments, Aviation Gin. They sold, I believe it was 2 years ago, for $600 million. They made a $450 million profit on that. But he also just sold Mint Mobile, which is crazy. Mint Mobile. And he says, you know, his thing is he wants to get into essentials. I don't think gin is essential, but getting a deal on Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is a cheap carrier, and I believe that they teamed up with Verizon. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But, you know, again, he says, I'm not an expert at investing. A lot of people smarter than me. But this guy, they anticipate that he's made $450 million as well. So, nice gig if you can get it. You know, seems like a nice guy, okay? Anyways, please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And just wanted to show you guys something crazy, you know, with this quick little video about how insane Vegas is right now with this construction. I spoke to some of the workers. They're working 24 hours a day right now, and they cannot get enough hours in the day to get this done. And they are spending millions of dollars on things that are going to be taken down after the race is done. Wow. Who's buying these tickets? Okay? Are you going to be here for Formula One? Let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, you know, share your thoughts on everything. Email me at hello@iallegedly.com, and I will see you guys very soon if I don't get hit by a car. Okay? See you soon.